Heyo, it's TCS.
And welcome back to another episode of Doki Doki Literature Club. I'm going to be doing that every episode, even if it's dark. On the way home, I find myself feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Natsuki is about to come over too. I think Sari is right. I shouldn't be worried too much, but we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. Definitely. Oh, by the way, last episode, if you didn't see it, you should probably see it. Sayori, revealed that she was full of depression her entire life. I should just focus on what is ahead of me. Got that right. Hey, this is my house. This is his house. Someone looked exactly like Sayori's. Is this an apartment complex? Nah. I spent only a few minutes back at home anxiously waiting Natsuki's arrival, but before I know it, she texts me to let me know she's outside the front door. Without delay, I opened the front door to let her in.
Sup?
Hey, I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than her school uniform totally threw me off. The little cat on her, where? Seeing her in such cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in a comparison. Well, that's just rude.
Jeez, don't make me feel so awkward already. It's going to be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyways, I'm coming in.
I see you brought a lot of stuff. Natsuki is carrying a large bag that is probably full of baking fricking supplies.
Well, I didn't want to come all this way to find out that your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. You bought everything I asked you to, right?
Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home.
Good. Glad I could count on you to do your part.
Well, of course. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly saying that. To hear her say that, rather than something snarky that she usually does. I mean, that's what Taiga does in Toradora. Still one of our most viewed videos on the channel, with over 4,000 views. Could it be that she's a little different outside of school after all? Well, that's a tsundere for you. I'm not gonna stop saying that, hope you know that. Anyway, let's go to the kitchen. We're in the kitchen.
Well, you're not even gonna offer to take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality, TCS?
Come on. Since when did I need to be a gentleman? I grabbed the bag Natsuki holds out to me. Oh, don't worry, I'll be able to play more Higurashi soon. This game is really reminding me of it, so I'll be able to get right back to it.
This is ridiculously heavy! I carried that all the way here. Are you impressed?
I see now. Yeah, I am impressed, Natsuki. There's this meme picture on the internet. It's where Natsuki's all buffed up. Here, let me find it. Buffski. Buffski is what it's called, and it says square up thought. Here's a picture of it. Square up thought. It seems like I always underestimate you.
It's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk.
Natsuki hits a fist into my chest. Hey. Your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much?
Yeah? It's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong. When they only think I'm worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people. But... Jeez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't think you could just make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school. Are we getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. What?
That's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you just speak your mind like that.
Hey! Now you are treating me like a kid. I was just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know. Just because I don't have a mature sexy figure like you doesn't mean you have to treat me like... Ah!
Natsuki catches the words and her face turns red. Natsuki,
Forget it! I didn't say anything!
I should apologize.
Huh?
I appreciate that you're trying to be nicer. Should have been a little bit more considerate too. Yeah, you freaking dolt. But also, if that's what you're thinking, then you should know that there are tons of guys who are into body types like yours. Ugh.
Ah, how would you know that anyway?
Yeah, how would you? Just trust me on this one.
Gross.
Yep, that's freaking gross.
Hey! Was that to me? Who else?
Man, let's just get started already.
You got me all sour like a girl when a girl calls you gross. I finally found your weakness, CCS.
Natsuki smiles deviously. Please spare me. Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out any more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. But she's satisfied enough for now. Finally starting to pull things out of her bag so we can get started. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flour, spilled fluid, and plastic bags are strewn about every countertop. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we've decided to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all of my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking. Oh boy.
TCS, where'd you put the food coloring?
The
batter's going in the oven soon, so I'll need to fill the trays.
I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for?
To color the batter, of course. I'm making each tray a different color.
That's colorful.
That way, even if the flavors aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorite.
Now that's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that with the icing?
Do you want to?
You're asking me? I don't really have a preference, so...
Oh, come on. You're not putting any heart into this at all. Can at least try to have fun.
I'm having fun. Not really sure what Natsuki is trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of food coloring into each. That does look pretty cool.
See? It's not like baking is just about following instructions. The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. It's a million times more worth it in the end. If just looking at it makes everyone's eyes lighten up.
Like the ones you made on my first day, huh? I recall Natsuki's proudly presented her cupcakes and Sayori Monika's delighted expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah. Maybe I will use the food coloring then.
Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you're completely finished mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring.
Yeah, it's getting there. We were using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl for the icing.
The icing is still all lumpy. Are you even trying?
Well, yeah. It'll just take a little longer.
Jeez, I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look.
Natsuki grabs the whisk from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back.
You really need to beat the crap out of it!
After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved.
See?
If only to emphasize, Natsuki sticks a finger in the icing and pops it in her mouth. I reluctantly do the same.
Hey!
Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist.
Oh, put your gross fingers in my icing!
You're icing, huh? Are you forgetting who did all the work? I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger toward the bowl.
Don't make me beat the crap out of you next!
I'd like to see it try. I push harder, just enough for my finger to reach the icing. Seriously, this needs to be adapted into a anime or voice adaptations into the game. I triumphantly scoop some with my fingers just as Natsuki tugs with all of her might. Ah! Ah! The force of Natsuki pulling me causes me to stumble, make her stumble in turn.
Gross! You got it on my face! It sounds so wrong. Whose fault is that?
There's a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away. What an idiot.
Jeez, you know what? Take this.
Natsuki instead wipes it off her with her finger before shoving her finger towards my own face. You wish? I'm faster. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki uses her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well.
Stop!
This is one of the CG images I saw on the internet. Now until you apologize for calling me gross.
Fine, fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know I didn't mean it. It's just fun to see you react to it. You do that to me all the time, you know. Saying that things just to get a reaction out of me. You really shouldn't tease girls like that.
Is that so? In that case, I shouldn't probably do this either. I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, flicking off the icing.
What? What? Yeah, what? You seriously just... Ah!
Natsuki is so surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red.
Yes. You really shouldn't do that kind of thing to girls unless you really like them. You know that, right?
What kind of question is she asking me just like that? I think I understand it, you freaking weirdo. How did the mood certainly turn to this so quickly? Well, you shouldn't have done that, that's for sure. I didn't know I wore long sleeves. I mean, I'm wearing them right now, so Natsuki gazes at me in silence. I notice her shallow breaths. I'm starting to feel dizzy. Ah! Out of nowhere, the fire alarm goes off. Natsuki rushes over to the oven. Something burning? I thought you didn't put in your cupcakes in yet.
No wonder. You left a dirty tray in here, dummy. How can you make a mistake like that?
Oh, God. You really should have checked before turning the oven on!
Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez.
Natsuki uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sets it on top of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops.
Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now.
Yeah. The tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads. But the moment has already been lost. I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcake trays into the oven. Then I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing. Like nothing ever happened. What a loser! Loser, say it with me.
Ah, that smells so good!
The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room. I swear, I think Natsuki is one of my favorite characters. I don't know.
Look how cute they look!
She proudly shows off the different colored cupcakes in each of the trays. They look even better once they'll look even better. Better. Once we add the icing.
Not like you need to tell me that. I brought the creative stuff, so I hope you can get creative.
Now it's time for all to never be creative again.
Here, scoop the icing into these bags.
What is this? Don't hug me, I'm scared. Time to get creative?
What's your favorite idea?
Natsuki hands me the plastic bags. Some.
I have these nozzles that will make it look nice and fluffy. This might even make flowers. We can probably won't be using it this time though.
What's this one for? I pick up one of the nozzles that has a much thinner tip than the others.
That one's really thin, so you can use it to make stripes or other patterns. But you can also use it to write stuff on a cake, like happy birthday or whatever.
Huh, I see. I'm too into this game. I don't know, but I don't trust it either way. That gives me an idea, actually.
Huh?
Well, it's a literature event, right? We can make it even more literature themed by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. It would be fun to see people choose their cupcake based on what word they like.
I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid. But that's actually a really cute idea, so...
Maybe I'm getting it from you.
What is that supposed to mean?
I wonder.
I'm not cute.
Come on. We're not at school, nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute.
Well...
Natsuki's voice trails off.
Same with you.
Huh?
Did you say something? No, nothing! Let's just do the icing.
Natsuki picks up the paste and fastens the nozzle onto each of the bags. Oh, I think I get what's going on.
There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it.
Without giving me a chance to think about it before, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing, and then we each get to work. When we're finally finished, Natsuki puts them all side by side to admire our work.
Look at how pretty they are together.
Yeah, they are, aren't they?
I wish I could have one now.
Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that. Yeah, don't do it.
Well, yeah, but my dad's making dinner tonight, so it really needs to save my appetite.
Oh, Sarah's the exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, we'd probably down 10 cupcakes already. So, and she would still eat dinner.
Come on, that's just unhealthy.
Yeah, you're damn right.
Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. Well, anyway, I was hoping that would have time for manga, but I need to go home for dinner.
Already? That's a shame.
It's your fault for working so slowly. You should have thought about that. It's not like you'll always have this chance.
Man. As usual, Natsuki places the blame on me.
You can't bring the cupcake. You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sari each carry some, then you'll probably do it in one trip.
Yeah, I can do that. Don't worry, I won't let her eat any.
I wish she would listen to me the way she listens to you.
Yeah. I again think back to the conversation I had with Sayori earlier today. I felt so helpless. Sayori always does listen to me, but at that point it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all.
Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today.
You too. I'll walk you out, I guess. Just like that, Natsuki is already about to leave. I feel like the afternoon went by in a flash. Not really, go look at the sky. More than that, did I even take the opportunity to get closer to her like I wanted?
Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for all the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow.
Wait, Natsuki.
Huh?
What you said before about not having this chance? Not always. It doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. You showed me how fun baking can be, like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over anytime, okay? I think that if possible, I'd like to spend more time like this. If you want to read manga or go out somewhere.
Do you really mean that?
Natsuki looks at me tensely, but like she's trying to hide her expression. Doesn't look like she's hiding it. Does it look like it? Like at her face right now. It does not look like she's hiding it. Yeah. I want to spend more time with you. So bold.
TCS! I thought you only cared about getting this done. Sorry I had to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you, so...
Natsuki suddenly gets closer to me.
Wait, Natsuki...
Standing inches from me, Natsuki looks up at me. I feel her fingers gently clutch at the sides of my shirt as if holding on to me. Her rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes fill my vision along with her slightly parted lips. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we frickin' go. Oh boy. Oh boy. Here we go. Here it comes. What is happening? My head starts to get dizzy as I feel her soft breath against me.
I felt it. For a while now. Eh.
Natsuki suddenly jumps back. I felt it for... What does she mean by that? What does she mean by that? What the hell does she mean by that? What does she mean by that? Sayori? Wait.
Sayori?
Huh?
Um... Hi, TCS.
What the... Sayori? Just now we weren't...
It's okay, TCS. I just stopped by to say hi. Uh... Well, you should have come a little earlier. I was on my way out, so... Oh, really? That's too bad. Yeah, well... I'll still see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't eat any cupcakes before then. Anyways, later.
Clearly flustered. Natsuki hurries off and Sayori waves by. Sayori. Thought you didn't want to come over today.
Well... What?